I'm Elizabeth Tisdall, Mayor of the City of Evanston, and I'd like to talk with you a little bit about sustainability and where we are in that attempt in Evanston. Our vision statement for the City of Evanston says creating the most livable city in the country, and that's what we want to do.
I'm Steve Perkins. I'm the convener of the Evanston Interreligious Sustainability Circle. We're an organization of Evanston residents who come from many different faith traditions who came together in 1999 to make Evanston a more sustainable place. And finally, a few years ago, we challenged the City of Evanston to develop a climate action plan and said we'd do it with the city. And the city, to our amazement, actually said, sure, let's do it.
CGE grew out of the work of citizens who developed the climate action plan for Evanston, and we were formed to help implement that plan and help Evanston become a more sustainable community, help it reduce its overall carbon footprint.
We took the time in order to really think about what is it that we could do to translate the climate action plan into everyday actions or behaviors that people could really internalize and try to do within their households, within their local purviews, within their businesses throughout the community.
We have a lot of committees that are working on different aspects of the climate action plan.
So Citizens Greener Evanston was instrumental in bringing the issue of community choice aggregation to the city and putting that on the city's agenda.
What's exciting for me is the City of Evanston has sort of gone ahead and taken a big step through their community aggregation and their commitment to renewables to say we recognize that there's a value. There might be a slight incremental cost to the citizens. In the grand scheme of things, we're actually paying less thanks to aggregation, but I think it's a really strong statement from the City of Evanston.
You know, in Evanston, you know, I think that even in sustainability, you can take a carrot or a stick approach, just like with everything else. And we've taken a carrot approach, and the carrot approach works when people care. And the people in Evanston care.
Across the board, people come into us and say, you know what, I know I should be doing this, I don't know how. That's why it's our goal to offer this kind of education so that they feel, I can do that.
So what would a sustainable Evanston look like?
One of the things that is very important to recognize is the power of the individual impact, and that this happens on the back of each person understanding that there's a mindfulness that is at play here.
For myself, though, sustainability is a question of awareness. It's a question of how we do things, how we think about things that happen in our lives every day.
For sustainability, the ongoing of all of the interdependent parts of our world to continue, we need to find our way to balance. And the balance isn't just continuing where we're at right now, it is about moving to a place of wellness.
It's a city where people walk first and then ride a bike and then take transit and then use a car share car and only use a personal vehicle, you know, when they really need to.
And so our ability really to raise consciousness of our decisions, to really talk about this in terms of a holistic understanding of the life that we want to live, and the way in which sustainability can be a pathway to everybody being well, I think is an intriguing path to follow.
Another important thing about sustainability is really that incremental change, and if we continue to take positive steps forward and improving the way that we manage our resources as well as balance the financial, social, and environmental impacts of the way in which we live, we can then over time have a tremendous impact on reaching our goals and working together to be a more sustainable community.
It's more something that you own as an individual to say, what are my contributions? How do I make this earth last longer? I mean, what can I do so that all of the resources are here for my children and their children?
Being a livable city means being a city that respects the environment, takes care of the environment, and saves it for generations to come.